Okay, so I'm going to talk about the focus and directrix. I'm just going to give you some information and we're going to talk about this a little bit further in class. So I'm making a quick table here to just organize some of the information about the characteristics regarding the focus and a directrix. So up here, I'm going to look at parabolas that have a vertex. Let me write vertex of 0, 0. At 0, 0. And then here, the information I put here is the parabolas where the vertex is not at 0, 0. It's at h and k. All right? So there's two situations where parabolas can have a vertex at 0, 0. The first one, and I'll actually color code this a little bit for you, is if you have a parabola that either opens up or down, okay, and it has a vertex at 0, 0, okay? The other situation is when you have a parabola that opens right or left and has a vertex of 0, 0, okay? A parabola that opens up or down with a vertex of 0, 0 generally has the equation of y is equal to 1 over 4p x squared. You can find the focus of the problem or the parabola at 0, p. The directrix will have the equation of y is equal to negative p. All right, and that's for the case if it opens up or down. Right, now if a parabola opens right or left, it's essentially the same thing, but you'll notice the x and y's are flipped. Same concept as reflecting things over the y-axis. So the equation is going to be x is equal to 1 over 4p y squared. And similarly, the focus is going to be flipped. It's going to be at p comma 0. And then the directrix will no longer be y is equal to b, x is equal to negative p. All right? So that's pretty straightforward. And if you consider these general cases where the vertex at 0, 0, and you were to change the vertex to be at h and k, the information still stays the same except it's been translated. So just like our vertex gets translated by moving it either side to side or up or down, the algebraic examples will also be translated with a variable of h and k. So again, if you have two situations, and I'll go ahead and just draw a really quick sketch to outline what I'm talking about here. Okay, you might have a situation where you have a parabola that opens up or down, but the vertex is not at 0, 0. Okay, and then again, it might open side to side, but the vertex may not be at 0, 0. All right, when you have these cases, your formula is also going to translate. So if the case of y is equal to 1 over 4p x squared is at 0, 0, you have to throw in the h and k to translate this equation to represent the translated parabola. So the equation, the general equation for a parabola that's been translated with a vertex hk will have the equation of y is equal to 1/4 x minus h squared. And you have to consider the vertical translation is plus k. And likewise, the focus will change. Okay, instead of having 0p, it's going to be h and your k plus p. And the directrix equation will not just be y is equal to negative p, it's going to be y is equal to k minus p. Similarly here, we have to translate our work with h and k, so our equation is going to be x is equal to 1/4 x minus h, okay, plus k. And then our focus is going to be translated also, and instead of having the focus at p comma 0, you're going to have h plus p comma k. And the directrix will no longer be x is equal to negative p, but you have to throw in that h in there because you're translating the directrix as well. So just as you shift the parabola, all of the parts will shift. All right, so just get this information down, and we are going to talk about this further with some examples in class.